When I was 9, I started designing. My parents were building a stone cottage in Northern Ireland, and I wanted to introduce some light and change the layout. I love introducing colour to a design. I think, particularly in Ireland, if there's a link to the landscape and the location of a home, it just sits a lot better and has a much better context. A dark navy colour palette for the island. I think it grounds the island within the space, particularly when it's in a room as large as this. And to balance, we've worked that colour into the stove as well. In Ireland, kitchens are just the centre and hub of the home. So for me, it's one of the most vital places when I come in to design. I really try and listen to the client's needs and create a space that's inviting and warm that they want to spend time in. From an environmental point of view, I try and source local product. So the BACKSPLASH is an Irish calicatta, and that's sourced in the Wicklow Mountains, which is about an hour away. One of the biggest challenges for design is when you arrive on site and maybe a detail that you've planned and envisioned isn't going to work, and you have to come up with a new solution there and then, and you don't get much time to think about it. And I find that very challenging, but equally, if you come up with a great solution, it's really rewarding. This kitchen is set within a contemporary extension of a Victorian house. So it was really important for me to create a connection between that history and this new modern space. So I've done that by introducing some of the old materials that would have been in Victorian detailing, such as lighting. And I've brought that in the tap and also the handles for the kitchen. For the lighting, we've gone for metal finish in a matte grey, which works really well in a kitchen space, particularly because it's much easier to clean and you don't get any grease. We've gone for an Irish oak floor, which I think is really important to source local materials, and we've done this here, and also the marble for the worktops. For the backsplash, we wanted to bring in a little bit of detail here, so we've gone for a white metro tile. It's very simple and classic, but I think it complements the stone very well. I love when I come back to a project and I can see the parents cooking here, the kids running around the floor, and they're spending the majority of their time in a space you designed, and that makes me really happy.